Coming up on the Sports Desk. The Spartans, the Tartars, the Knights, to the gridiron we go. ECC football finds redemption, and Elko's soccer team takes on team after team and grabs win after win. Also at El Camino, swim time for the little ones. It's a Torrance showdown in tennis, South versus Bishop Montgomery. We are on the courts. Another area matchup between the Saxons and Tartars in volleyball had people buzzing. The Tartars cross-country team goes the distance. One softball team puts in the off-season work. Plus, more on Torrance High baseball alum turned MLB star Tyrone Taylor. Did the Milwaukee Brewer get that FedEx gig he interviewed for? We've got the answer. We've also got the who, what, where, when, and how. Let's get things started right now. Hey guys, welcome to the Sports Desk, your one source for all things Torrance sports. I am your host, Lesley Robins, bringing you a gateway to the brightest sports stars and hottest sports spots in Torrance. Before we get to the good stuff, we want to hear from you. Here are the social media stats. I'm at Leslie Mia. The show is at the Sports Desk TV. We've got email, Facebook. Tell us what's going on and what we need to know, because when it comes down to it, this show is all about you. Now let's get you in the know with some numbers. The Spartans were this close to bringing home their third win of the season. This close. They are now 2-1 overall. Melanie Chacon has the highlights.
Well, Leslie, this was a dogfight right down to the very last few seconds. South High hosting St. Pius Matthias Academy, taking the loss 36-35. But man, these boys played hard. It was so exciting. Here's some highlights for you guys at home. It was the Drew Nash to Cade Jones connection that started the offense off for the Spartans.
It was one of our better plays, and I just ran right behind that safety, and the Messiah, Drew Nash, threw a perfect ball to me and just ran it in for a touchdown. It was a great feeling, great way to start it off.
Moments later, it was Cade Jones again, this time with the interception, and he would run that in for another touchdown for the Spartans. 14-0 South. South would score again on this handoff to running back Jackson Fish, and it was 21-all at the half. Moving into the fourth quarter, St. Pius would answer back with another touchdown of their own. And it was this two-point conversion that would force the win over South, 36-35.
We battled all the way to the end. I mean, that's all we can ask for. We had a chance to win at the end. But yeah, they fought hard, and I couldn't be more proud of the effort and the fight. I mean, that's what we want out of them, and that's what I told them after the game. We haven't had that over here in the last times I've been here. This is my fourth year here, and we haven't had a team battle like that.
We had some mental mistakes, but we brought them back with stops. What I see, honestly, every game is a lot of big dudes coming at me because I play line. It's just football, just be the hammer, not the nail.
What I'm looking forward to is just playing with my best friends. These guys are my brothers, and it's just fun to be out here on the field every day with all the coaches, all the players, and I'm just looking forward to winning a ring this year because that's the goal. We're trying to go as far as we can and win the CIF championship.
Bishop Montgomery had an even tougher night, putting them at 0-3 overall. Justin Thompson explains.
It was a tough night for the Bishop Montgomery football team, who found themselves down 14-0 heading into the second quarter. But a chance to swing the momentum here as Bishop comes up with the big interception to keep points off the board, but they would throw a pick six the very next play to make it a 21-0 deficit. And it didn't get any better from there. A night to forget for Bishop Montgomery with a final score of 50-7. Here's what the team had to say after the loss.
You know, we've got to continually get better. You know, the whole season is a marathon, it's not a sprint. And right now, you know, we're just at the beginning. We're still a very young team. We weren't ready, you know, to play a team like that. St. Bernard's is a good team, and they were a class above us.
I think the team's got to practice harder. I think we're lacking a little, and I think we just got to come out. We got a lot of young guys. We're learning a lot, and we're come out and fight.
And fight they will, as all hope is not yet lost for Bishop, with the team having a strong bond and the confidence that they can turn their season around.
That's what they pay me for, to keep us going, you know. And I think our kids have a lot of heart. They want to succeed, and I told them, hey, we got to take small steps. Those small steps will end up getting us where we want towards the end of the season.
It's a battle, but you know, we got it. We're family. We're brothers. You know, we're always working. We want to get better. We're gonna get better. You know.
The Friday night lights went dim for Torrance too as they fell for the third week, putting them at 0-3. Cameron Stelly has more.
Thanks, Lesley. It's Friday Night Lights at Torrance High, where they are hosting Santa Paula Cardinals, hoping to bounce back from last weekend's loss against Lusinger and get the first win of the season. Torrance started off strong, but soon faced adversity when quarterback Matt McComas was picked off by Santa Paula's Christian Marcelino on Torrance's first drive of the game. This set the Cardinals up for their first 2 touchdowns, the first by Noah Sanchez and the second a big run by Victor Duran, his first of 3 touchdowns of the night. The Tartars later respond when Edward Williford completes a big first down, which is then followed by a touchdown from Joseph McEnroe, putting the Tartars on the board 21-7. However, after the half, the Cardinals come out even stronger, scoring 3 more touchdowns, sealing the win 49-7. Despite the loss, the Tartars know that it's still early in the season and they've got time to improve.
We've got 10 games to play, and the guys know that. And, you know, they know that, a loss in a football game is not a measure of a man. It's just that we got to get back up, and we know that, so we're going to just work hard this week and correct some of the things we didn't do right. And hopefully we can run the ball a little bit better next week.
North, on the other hand, grabbed the road win against Gahr 41-7, putting them at 3-1 in league. West couldn't seal the deal on Tesoro's home turf, falling 57-13, which puts them at 0-3 overall. Okay, coming up from ECC, more football and football. It's game, set, match for the Knights and Spartans. Torrance High takes on North in volleyball, and pushing tires say what? Plus, did Milwaukee Brewers / Torrance High alum Tyrone Taylor land that FedEx job? Stay tuned for the answer.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Welcome back to the Sports Desk. Lesley Robins here. When 2 Torrance schools meet up, it is must-see TV. And so we were there as the Tartars volleyball squad hosted the Saxons, where things got real. Melanie Chacon has the story.
North High was off to a nice start in the first set, taking the lead over Torrance 12-11. But the Tartars would bring in setter Danielle Iguchi and halt the Saxons' offense. Here's what the Tartars head coach Rochelle Squire and Danielle Iguchi had to say on her play.
One player that did well was Danielle. In the first set, she served 13 serves in a row, which might be a personal best for her. So I think that was good for her. It was something she was focusing on, was being more consistent from the service line.
I think I came out and then I was ready to serve because our players weren't really producing at the time, so I wanted to make my serves over, and I haven't really been consistent with it, so I made sure to focus on it and then get those aces.
Iguchi would help her team cruise to a 25-12 win in the first set. North fought back in the second set, but the Tartars would run away with another set, 25-16. In the third and final set, the Tartars would dominate once more. North attempted a late push, but Torrance High got the victory over the Saxons in 3 straight sets. Coach Rochelle Squire shares on her coaching experience with this team.
It's fun. They definitely challenged me. This year's been a little bit of a roller coaster this far. We have an injury of one of our key players, so trying to adapt and figure out a lineup that works with that has been our struggle for the last couple weeks, but I think we're getting into our groove now that league started, and so we're peaking at the right time.
Senior Lena Farnham talks about her team's performance and her role as a leader.
Honestly, we came out a little bit shaky, but during the first set, we were able to come together as a team. We played really hard. We got the dub against North, and it was great. For this season, because we got a lot of freshmen and sophomore and underclassmen, I really want to work to bring us together as a team, so that way on the court we don't play as individual players, we play together and connected.
The 2 games prior to this one weren't as successful for Torrance. The Tartars fell to Archer School for girls 3-0 and Santa Monica 3-1. West lost to Culver City at home 3-0, while the following day the Warriors beat Morningside 3-0. South took on Inglewood and won 3-0. Then the next day played Bishop Montgomery and lost 3-1. Now on to tennis. Bishop Montgomery hosted South High and the Spartans grabbed the W 15-3. But just take a listen to the energy on both Torrance sides. It was infectious and awesome.
I feel great. It was a really fun experience to play here. I really hope we win CIF just because it's my senior year, and I just want the team to work together. I think serving is really important because it starts off the point, so hopefully I serve a little better this season. It was a great experience being on varsity 4 years, and I hope to continue that in college. I think we have a match against West coming up, and that's like our rival school, so hopefully we pull that out.
I look forward to winning our league and hopefully making it far in CIF. Playing with different people, and it's always fun to do your best. Every match we play is the last, so try to make the most of it, and I'll remember all of them in college.
We're trying our best to play this game. We're short players. We don't have our number 1. And my number 2 doubles is injured, but actually we're in Division 3 and they're really good team.
I think the highlight of playing is actually playing experienced players. Throughout the years we've played very inexperienced players and it hasn't really bettered our game. And I think now playing with people that are experienced, it helps better our game as well. I don't go on the court unless I think I can win. Last season we had a great run, so hopefully we can have the same thing again this year.
The game went pretty good. I learned a lot from the other players. Their serves were really good. So it was just a matter of returning the ball that was really deep. So I got to learn a lot even though we lost both games. Looking forward to developing as a team and getting to know everyone a little bit better. This is our first game of the season. It's not a league game, but there still is a little bit of pressure just because we won CIF last year. So it's like pressure to be better. We like to say a little prayer before and say our intentions for how we want the game to go. And sometimes they work out and sometimes they don't. But it's always nice to help relax before the game.
The Knights may not have won that day, but I like the winning spirit, that is for sure. Speaking of winning, congrats to the Torrance High cross-country senior boys team. They took second place out of 26 schools at the Rosemead Invitational. And get this, both the boys and the girls teams are top 10 in the CIF Southern Section rankings for the first time since 2006. More accolades for the Tartars coming up right now. It was another solid outing for the Torrance High boys water polo team. They just took third place at the Western Tournament. And we got one more. And the West High softball team is used to bringing home the goods too. And their off-season training could be why. That tire is not light. This team, your 2018 CIF Southern Section Division III champion, is putting in the work early, no matter that it's been almost 90 degrees outside lately. Okay, coming up, we're on the sidelines for ECC's first home game of the football season, and Elko's soccer squad squashes the competition, plus swimming on the college campus too. We've got an update on Torrance High alum / Milwaukee Brewer Tyrone Taylor. Did he get that FedEx job or what? Stay tuned.
Label me.
You know you want to.
Don't be shy.
You do it behind my back.
So say it to my face.
You don't know me.
You know what I am?
I'm a pitcher.
I'm a striker.
I'm a point guard.
I'm a linebacker.
I'm a setter.
Shortstop.
High jumper.
Wrestler.
Defender.
Goalie.
Student.
Student athletes. That's who we are.
Welcome back to the Sports Desk. Lesley Robins here. Let's talk about getting angry and using that anger to propel yourself to greatness. El Camino College had a rough start to their football season, opening with a 55-17 loss on the road to Riverside, and then falling from 9th to 22nd in the California Community College Football Coaches Poll. Well, ECC just hosted number 20 Bakersfield and not only grabbed the W, that W marks the first win over the Renegades since 2011. Justin Thompson was at Murdoch Stadium.
Thanks, Leslie. I'm here at El Camino College for the Warriors football home opener. The team is excited for this one, and they'll be looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss at Riverside. We'll see if they can beat the Bakersfield Renegades here tonight. And ECC came out swinging. This touchdown pass from Dylan Lemley to Tariq Johnson gave the Warriors an early 7-0 lead just 3 minutes into the game. Later in the first quarter, with Bakersfield in the red zone, Alfredo Reyes with the nice pass breakup to save a touchdown and force the Renegades to settle for a field goal. Bakersfield would add another field goal and a touchdown to take a 13-7 lead. And after starting quarterback Dylan Lemley went down with an ankle injury, it was the freshman Jake Novello buying time and finding Tariq Johnson in the back of the end zone to put the Warriors back on top 14-13. What a play. Here's what the standout wide receiver had to say about his big game.
You know, that was a great play by my quarterback. You know, he escaped the pressure, ended up escaping the sack, made a play, and I just, helped him out. That's it. Simple. It starts, every day. Wake up, you do the same thing all over again, being consistent, and it starts in the weight room, in the classroom, doing everything, all the little things correct. That's it.
Later in the third quarter, an amazing play here by Robert Farrell. Look at those moves, taking the punt return all the way to the house for 6 points. Here's Robert talking about that play.
I just seen it in the air, and I just said, "Oh man, I'm taking it. I have to do it for the team." We were kind of stalemating, so I just got the energy back and then pulled out the W.
The ECC defense played great all night, and the game would come down to special teams. So tied at 23 apiece with just seconds left on the clock, and it's a game-winning field goal for ECC to get their revenge on Bakersfield. Here's what a very excited Warriors team had to say about the win.
Man, revenge feels great. Always feels great to sock somebody in the mouth and get the W, So, it's just ecstatic. That's all I can say, really.
I honestly turned my back and wanted my offensive line coach, Ryan Winkler. I said, if he makes it, just let me know. You know what I mean? So I didn't see it, but I did see all the kids rushing the field, and I'd much rather watch that, if I'm going to be honest with you. But no, the kicker did a great job, and he bailed us out of some stalled drives. And punting, we did a great job with the field position, keeping it in our favor for most of the game. We got to capitalize and get more points out of that. But the emotion of a college game, for a lot of our guys who are freshmen, this is their first college home game, to win like that, that's something you can build off of moving forward, and hopefully we do.
From football to football, yes, I love saying that, the Warriors soccer team are now 5-0-1, having continued their strong unbeaten start with an away win at Moore Park College, 5-1. Our cameras were at the team's prior home match, and it was a sight to see. Yes, your number 7 in the state-ranked Warriors are solid. Melvin Perez-Cortez scored a goal in both halves as the Warriors defeated the visiting Norco College Mustangs 2-0 at home. The Warriors remained unbeaten and moved to 4-0-1 on the season after that match and are on pace for their best start since the 2004 season. The Warriors outshot the Mustangs 22-12 for the game, while the Warriors had 8 shots on goal to the Mustangs 2. Not surprising, these boys are flying high. The man of the hour, Melvin, described to the Sports Desk how that second incredible goal went down.
I saw it. Before the even corner kick, I asked him just give me a good one, and he did. I asked for that, and he gave me that. Feels great. Scored 2 goals, even better. Just come out with good mindset, just coming out for the win. That's our mentality. We're trying to go all the way to state and hopefully win it.
Melvin Perez, he's a kid that's a first-year guy for us. He's coming from some pretty good pedigree of playing, and he's got some ability. We're off to a pretty good start. I mean, we have a long way to go, but we are undefeated. We've given up 1 goal on a penalty kick, so we haven't given up a goal during the run of play. So I've been pretty pleased with the effort of the guys. We've had a good preseason. It's always fun to win, but I think more so, I think there's a process where guys are moving forward and they're willing and to learn, and I think that part is pretty good. To be honest with you, I try to put pressure on these guys here all the time for every single game. Little things to make us a little bit more motivated. Hopefully those little tricks that we do on the players can help us as we hopefully qualify for playoffs, and so they're used to the pressure. And the guys are hungry, and there seems to be a fight that this team is a never give up way. So those are good characteristics to have.
Staying at Elko, the kids have been on the college campus too in swim class. Melanie Chacon has the story.
Thanks, Lesley. El Camino College has been putting on the Summer Youth Swim program for many years, and we're here at the pool to give you a little splash of the action.
This summer I've learned lots of things. One of the things I've been working on is getting my dive down and making sure it's strong and straight. And I've learned how to have good endurance in the pool. I've gotten better at my breaststroke and dolphin kick. It's been getting stronger. My favorite part about swimming is meeting new people and having the good coaches and teaching me new things, and I get to have new experiences every day. Swimming with my sister is even better because we get to create a better bond, and we just have lots of fun together.
Oh, they love it, especially now that they get to swim together and they push each other. They've gotten stronger, they're more confident, they've learned to set goals, and every day it's like, I can get better, I can get better, I can do better, I can be better. It's great for meditating too, because they can get in the water, free their minds from this digital world, and it lets them just not think about that and worry so much. Their anxieties go away, and they're able to have fun.
We have 4 different levels, the lowest level being anything from they just need to be comfortable in the water to being able to swim from wall to wall, learning freestyle, being able to float with proper technique, and then learning how to swim on their back as well, and then getting comfortable in deep water, and then eventually getting up to the point where they're learning all 4 of the competitive strokes as well as dives. A lot of these families come back year after year, and so it's fun now actually to see some kids that I taught when they were 5, afraid of the pool, who are now swimming in the deep water, and now their younger siblings are coming. And we have a really good group of parents and kids that come through our program, so we're very fortunate.
I wanted him to get into swimming because he knew how to swim, but he wasn't comfortable in water that was taller than he was, so the deeper parts of the water. And so getting him in the program has got him more confident in swimming and his ability, and now he's able to swim across and actually enjoys it.
We do backstroke, breaststroke, and butterfly. I can do butterfly better now, backstroke. When I first started, I didn't really get it. It's been fun. It's a little hard, but you get used to it.
I do a lot of swimming back and forth in the deep end. I do dives, flip turns. I learn a lot of stuff. I like doing the dives, and I like making new friends and swimming with my brother. I'm not as scared anymore when I get in the pool. I'm better at diving and flip turning. Feels really good. I really like it here.
Now it is time to revisit Torrance High baseball alum turned MLB's newest and brightest superstar, Tyrone Taylor, who just got called up to the majors with the Milwaukee Brewers. Now, if you recall, days before he joined the team, Tyrone interviewed for a job at FedEx as a package handler. So did he get the job? He did. Tyrone has the story.
Got the call while I was doing my routine earlier in the weight room, and it was exciting for me just because I didn't know how well I did on my first interview for a job, so it was cool, and I'm thankful to be here, and we'll see what happens at the end of the season. After she asked me if I still was interested in the job, I said yeah, and I just told her I had a situation though, and she was really understanding. She was happy for me, and she told me that she could hold my contract for 45 days, so it's pretty cool. Package handling. So I would be inside the warehouse, like unloading and loading up the trucks. I'm really thankful, and I'm glad they're happy for me, and just can't wait to keep taking in all these experiences and these moments here.
Kids, the lesson is always stay hungry and humble. On that note, we will see you back here next week. In the meantime, here are the social media stats. I'm at Lesley Mia. The show is at the SportsDesk TV. We've got email, Facebook. Be sure to keep in touch and take us behind your scenes. For everyone here at the Sports Desk, I'm Lesley Robins. Thanks for watching.